Welcome to What's Niggling Me. In a recent video, I had someone not impressed that I was, I don't know, he believes maybe, or she, I don't even fucking know who it was, objectifying women maybe in the WNBA. Whatever. I must have never heard Chad Johnson talk about finding a wife. Or no, not finding a wife, finding mothers for his kids. And he says he has good relationships with all of them. And if he didn't, I'm sure they would fucking be blasting it on the internet. So he must have told the truth. It's fucking year 2 of fucking Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese fucking in the race baiting fucking from a bunch of people. I personally don't give a fuck what nationality the person is. If they're good, they're good. If they're shit, they're shit. This woman is not good. Come on. Ad block. Sweet. Oh shit. No. Don't ruin my videos. Don't ruin my video. I don't want to get a video pulled. Pull it up the rug, people. We got injuries. Okay. I tried to figure out how to make this screen black and I can't. Let me see if it's alright. Ooh, it's pretty rough. Alright. Got injuries. I've seen enough. Even Lisa Leslie, I believe it was, said, gotta fix that layup. You're not gonna be able to fix it. Because she plays too wild. She's not patient. This girl. I like facts. I like facts. And this girl averages 13 boards. We know why. Because she shot 39% last year. She shoots 30% this year. 3-pointers, can't even talk about it. She doesn't take very many. She's not good at them. That's not her thing. She can't even shoot from 5 feet from the basket. Free throws. They're only 3 games in, so I can give some leniency. That she'll probably shoot around 70. But 73, okay? This girl is not going to be a superstar. Because she grabs a fuckload of rebounds. She plays like the ball is a fucking hot potato. Injuries is never going to be as good as Brittney Griner. She's not gonna be. Brittney Griner. What was it? She came in the league. Fuck, I'm on the wrong fucking tabs. Injuries came in. She was the 7th pick to this guy. Brittney Griner. Oh, I didn't even look at blocks and steals. What do we got going on for injuries? It's pretty key. It's pretty easy to get them. Okay. So like, total them, she's gonna get 3-ish. Gonna get 2 blocks and a steal probably every game. Oh no, Angel Reese barely gets any blocks. Angel Reese has no blocks in 3 games. Angel Reese barely gets a block. That doesn't make sense. 1.3 steals and 1.7. Whoa. How does she not get blocks? She's fucking 6'3". Brittney Griner. I know she's taller, but Brittney Griner is racking blocks, right? Doesn't get a steal every game. She's blocking people, blocking girls. Shoots at a much better clip, whole career, right? In the 50s, except for this one. And this year, 49 though, basically 50. Free throw, 70, got to the 80 mark. Better shooting, never shoots threes. Much better. What is injuries? Shooting in shots, how many a game? 12 a game, 11 a game. Jesus, fuck. She thinks she's real good. She'll never be as good as Brittney Griner. She's never going to be as good as Caitlin Clark. She averaged 19. Injuries averaged, what, 9? 13. 9 this year. 13 last year. 13 boards. On 39% shooting. Oh no. That's my goat. Caitlin Clark, 75% free throw this year, 90 last year. She'll probably shoot up into the 80s. She could be at 85, 90 free throw, I imagine, in her career. Now she shoots a lot of threes. Not a great field goal percentage either. That's what needs to improve. How many shots a game? A lot. They live and die like by her. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's not efficient. Though I will say, because like she has awareness, she fucking keeps her head in the air, and she doesn't play frantically like Angel Reese. So she can get a ton of dimes. She draws a double all the time and can dish the ball. Selfless. My opinion, she should go play overseas and say fuck the WNBA because they treat her like shit. This is my goat right here. Elana Delle Donne. I don't have it in the big stats. This is my goat right here. Elana Delle Donne. From Delaware, when she came in the league. She put up them shots. She shot better than both of them. Reese and Caitlin Clark. Only a few three-pointers, not a ton. 3 a game. At a better clip. Now, if you look at her free throw percentages, she shot over 90% for the most part all the time. And shot a good amount of them, like 5, 7, but even 5 a game. I think Angel Reese shot 5 a game last year. 5.2, 73%. Elana Delle Donne, 5.6, 5.2 out of 5.6, 92% shooting from free throws. So 5 points a game is just straight coming from getting to the line. And then another 10, roughly, is coming from field goals. Maybe 11 or 12. And that's why she averaged in a rookie season 18.1. And was pretty damn efficient. Right? This woman averaged 19.5 in her career. On 47.5 field goals, almost 40 3-point, and 93% from the line shooting. over a block a game. Elana Delle Donne is my goat. And the WNBA, I don't know. I guess there wasn't the forced women's coverage of sports when she came in the league. What year? 2013? 2013. Chicago Sky. So like Angel Reese isn't even the best Chicago Sky player ever. And she won't be. That's my title. Angel Reese won't even be the best Chicago Sky player. Because Elana Delle Donne was way better than Angel Reese. Go watch her game. That's awareness. And she was a good person and had a great story, you know, like that they could have marketed. She could have went to any university in the world, not the world, but maybe the world, I guess. And she tried, I think, at maybe Stanford or something. I don't know if maybe it has something like that. Elana Delle Donne, NCAA. They loved Caitlin Clark, right? And she's good at basketball. She's not the best. Elana Delle Donne was wrecking it. Look at this. 28.6 points a game on 52% shooting. Oh, I just clicked off somebody. Caitlin Clark, obviously the one I wanted. Injuries, she's done. Get her out of here. Okay. Enough of this trying. Just for comparison's sake. The end of this video that I'm gonna talk about is something I'm putting together, and I'll just show a glimpse of it at the end of my video. Don't really want to talk about it too much. It'll be quite a test to see if it's allowed on the internet, if I'm onto anything. Caitlin Clark, fuck, she was hucking that ball, Stephen Curry style. Holy shit, 22 shots a game, she's hucking that shit. Nine for 20 she was shooting in her college career. Nine for 18. What did I say Caitlin Clark's was? 9 for 20. Elana Delle Donne, 9 for 18. %39 from 3, 50% from field goal, 46 and 37. I guess just the internet wasn't huge and women's sports weren't pushed, so Elana Delle Donne, trust me, I will always say that she was one of the best female basketball players I've ever seen. And a good person, swear to God. Her sister has, I don't know. Her sister has a pretty severe disability, and yeah, she went to college somewhere, or was gonna go and then couldn't go because she was away from her sister and her sister can't travel. So that's why she played at Delaware, even though she could have played anywhere. giving me the stats. Fuck off. Yeah, she's good looking, but guess what? She likes girls. College. Was gonna go to UConn. Dropped out of UConn after 2 days because her sister has cerebral palsy and is blind and deaf. So that's why that could have been a huge story for women's sports and women. But I don't know why. I brought her up a bunch to anybody. Oh, that's crazy. Delle Donne redirects here for the Italian-Canadian mobster, Raphael Delle Donne. No, that's not it. We're not going into that. That's not our side story. This girl, best basketball player I know. Women's. Reese is not the next Michael Jordan. But, I didn't really finish going into what I was going to look up. There's got to be one right here somewhere. I just wanted to touch on that, you know? No, I missed one. There was... Okay, we don't need these anymore. But Reese is not good at basketball, and I don't know when people will finally realize it. When everyone will finally realize it. A lot of people are in denial and trying to back her that she's fucking good at basketball. And it's like saying that Joe Biden was competent. Those people that said that. Now this guy. This guy is buddies with LeBron James. But not really buddies. Because this guy doesn't even speak English. Oh, that's the search one I'm looking for. I'm very interested in this one right here that I noticed. Look at this guy. I can't believe Control-V doesn't paste shit for me. I was like, why? This is weird. I'm just saying that this is weird. I don't really have a ton of speculation. I'm just saying that this is weird. This is weird. That's weird to me. Even a TMZ thing's on here. This is weird. That's weird. Okay, so obviously I gotta look this guy up. LeBron and what's his name? Yoshiyahu Yosef Pinto. Did I say that correctly? In Hebrew. In Arabic. It's crazy how I don't understand what these letters, if in Hebrew and Arabic they call them letters, I don't know, but it's crazy to try and read that script, those words. When I lived in Windsor, I seen it tons on Wyandotte Street. This Israeli Moroccan. Interesting that I can't click on this, eh? The Mostat Shuva Israel. This guy's loaded though. This guy's rich. He went to jail, bribery for 1 million shekels he had to pay. But he's rich, this guy. And he's not a businessman. Well, he's a businessman, but he's doesn't have any education in business. It just comes naturally to him, apparently. But he became the chief rabbi of Morocco right when he got out of jail. So I was looking at this guy. Apparently has done tons of great, like, nice stuff. Apparently, Les Wexner. He also donated a lot of stuff to, like, Ohio State and stuff like that. I noticed interesting things. Oh, like weird things. Okay, there's different sects of Jewish people have tons of different sects because they're not all the same at all. Because the Jewish religion and the Jewish race are two different things. But this guy is a spiritual leader and a Kabbalist, eh? He is said to be the descendant of rabbinical dynasties that reportedly have the potential to work miracles. These people do some wild and believe in some wild shit. Sage and stuff, eh? But I was really interested in when I saw that that in his thing there, Anthony Weiner came up, and this guy, this idiot, I don't know if you know, this idiot fucked himself over and fucked over Hillary Clinton. This guy fucked up a fuckload, Anthony Weiner. So let's see what we got here. I need water. Pinto, who is a Kabbalist and believed to be a descendant with supernatural abilities, had a significant following among the Israeli expatriate community in the U.S. Weiner, a former congressman, was a follower of Pinto and would attend his classes and holiday gatherings. He does look Jewish, Anthony Weiner. Now that I think about it, I never saw Anthony Weiner as a Jewish person because, I don't know. Now it makes a lot more sense. How would they know this? They would discuss Israel and other topics during their private discussions. Spiritual guidance. So, just corruption, I'm guessing. But in 2011, Weiner was embroiled in a sexting scandal where Pinto reportedly offered him spiritual support. However, Pinto's own reputation was later tarnished by legal issues, including bribery and financial mismanagement allegations. Despite these controversies, Pinto remained a figure of interest and support for many, including Weiner, who had previously reported allegations of extortion against Pinto to the FBI. Anthony Weiner sent his wiener to an underage girl. And then did it again, I'm pretty sure. This guy's a fucking idiot. Anthony Weiner's a fucking idiot. Anthony Weiner. This guy's a fucking idiot. We want his face to be up here. Let me show you this fucking idiot, if you don't know. Idiot. Updated Wikipedia one day ago. It always wows me that these things are getting updated like that. Sexting scandals. This guy's a fucking idiot. He used Twitter to send a link that contained a sexually suggestive picture of himself to a 21-year-old. I'm pretty sure she was underage. I don't think that's it. What year does that say that's in? I'm not trying to spread any misinformation. I'm trying to find the facts. I guess let's read it. Not my words here, but apparently she is 21. After initially denying, he admitted he did it because he's fucking dumb. Reported it as an erection barely covered by a man's underwear. A bulge. He sent a bulge to a 21-year-old. He also sent additional sexually explicit photos and messages to women before and during his marriage. He denied ever having met or having had physical relationship with any of the women. Returned to politics in 2013. Tried to be the New York mayor. Admitted sexting at least 3 women since his resignation from Congress in 2011. Remained in the race, came in 5th in the Democratic primary. 2016. This ruins Hillary Clinton's election race. The FBI investigated Weiner for sexting a 15-year-old girl. His laptop was seized and emails related to the Hillary Clinton email controversy were found on it, causing a controversy late in the presidential election. 2017, Weiner pled guilty, 1 count of transferring obscene material to a minor. 21 months in prison. This guy's a fucking idiot. Fucking idiot. With ties to LeBron's guy. Kabbalah. LeBron's guy. Is big into this. Comes from a long line of an esoteric school of thought in Jewish mysticism. Every time I ever looked into this, it just sounds like fucking voodoo. That people believe it, which is scary. People that have this undying belief in certain things are scary. All just scary. So LeBron, I don't know. Really weird to me. Came across this during that guy. December 2010, Israeli rabbi letter controversy was a scandal that erupted surrounding the appearance of 2 open letters signed by a number of Israeli rabbis. 50 of them I saw. Signed by an estimated 50 down here. Okay? That were discriminatory towards non-Jews in Israel. Although the letters sparked considerable outrage, evoking condemnation from prominent Israeli and American Jews and others, a poll showed that 44% of Israeli society supported the letter's messages. It was to not sell anything to non-Jews and Arabs. The second letter urged young Jewish women not to date Arabs and not to work at locations where non-Jews might be present. Estimated 50 rabbis that urge Israeli landowners not to rent apartments to Arabs and any other non-Jews. The letter was initiated by Chief Rabbi Safed Shmuel Eliyahu. I have a hard time pronouncing these guys' names. Bill Gates. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation initially invested in BioNTech. In September 2019, just months before the pandemic was announced, with the goal of developing vaccines and immunotherapies for preventing HIV and tuberculosis. The foundation made a significant profit, selling its BioNTech shares at the height of their value in 2021 and making 15 times its initial investment. By the third quarter of 2021, the foundation had downsized its BioNTech holdings by 86%, reducing the number of shares from 1,038,674 to 148,674. Kinda seems like he knew something beforehand. Jeffrey Epstein's buddy sounds like he knew and had reason to make sure no other treatments were available. Bill and Melinda Gates. Fuck off. Foundation event. I wonder how good I can get at typing. I haven't used a laptop in so long. It's only been less than 2 months probably. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, along with the Johns Hopkins Center for Health Security and the World Economic Forum, hosted Event 201, a pandemic exercise, on October 18th, 2019 in New York City. The exercise aimed to highlight the need for global public-private cooperation to mitigate the economic and societal impacts of severe pandemics. Weird, eh? The event featured a simulation of a hypothetical pandemic scenario and involved 15 global businesses, government, and public health leaders. It demonstrated gaps in pandemic preparedness and proposed recommendations for addressing these issues through collaboration between the public and private sectors. What else does it have here real quick? Following the outbreak of the novel coronavirus in China, from the Wuhan lab, in the Center for Health Security clarified that the Event 201 scenario did not predict the current outbreak. The exercise modeled a fictional coronavirus pandemic, but explicitly stated that it was not a prediction. Bill Gates, co-chair of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, has since denied that the foundation simulated the current pandemic scenario, stating in an interview with the BBC, we didn't simulate this, we didn't practice. So both the health policies and economic policies, we found ourselves in uncharted territory. Buddy, you bought fucking a ton of fucking shares in September that turned out to be safe and effective, that will stop the spread, and you can't get infected. The foundation has continued its work in global health and development with a recent announcement on May 8th, 2025 to double its spending over the next 20 years, committing around $200 billion to advancing health equity. I hate Bill Gates. He's evil. Bill Gates is evil. His dad was evil. He didn't just invent Microsoft in his garage, some poor fucking startup fucking. His dad worked for the fucking government. For the Planned Parenthood. These guys are real good at keeping a handle on the population. Long line of people making sure the population numbers in check. This second part of this is so fucking funny. So fucking funny. Watch Event 201. If you can still watch it online. I don't know, Event 201, it's multiple parts because it was over a few days. Watch the first minutes and you'll be in shock that they fucking ran this shit in October of 2019. 1 month before that, in September, Bill Gates buys 1 million shares of what turns out to be the vaccine, the experimental shot. Pretty fucking weird. Now what's even weirder is I got a few things here, just brush real quick, and that I'm gonna be going into. This guy, see right here, North Carolina, Lincoln County, Birmingham, Alabama, Abraham Lincoln. That's what I'm relating those things to. Louis C. P. in the Carolinas, Abraham Lincoln in Huntsville, Alabama, though, not Birmingham. And this guy, Louis C. P., connected to Seed and Company. And you know what Seed and Company is? Seed and Company in the last official, see, this is what you do. Seed and Company owns, where are you? Where's the DTC? Where's one I can click on? The Depository Trust Company. Trusts, right here, trusts, they can't be audited. Trust can't be audited. That's the trick. That's the trick you do, I've noticed. As I try to find who's controlling the world, who has the most control, and I see Catherine Austin Fitts, when she's been trying to uncover the money disappearing from the American government, trillions of dollars. Rumsfeld said himself the day before 9/11, I believe 2.3 trillion was missing. But now it's obviously tons. That's 2001. BlackRock, I think, manages like 8 trillion, roughly, of assets. Brookfield Management, who our unfortunate fucking prime minister was helping control, $1 billion of assets for them. I don't know if you've seen some of their offices. They got one in the Bahamas that's like behind a bicycle store. They manage, I forget, like 25 billion in assets. Brookfield Management, Mark Kearney was really good at not paying taxes, avoiding taxes. Isle Isle of Man, I think, is the other place that it was like a house, if you want to call it that. They were managing billions of dollars out of a house, apparently. But tax purposes, you know, like they say, like, remember Trump on stage and fucking maybe the Republican debates in 2015, where he said, or 16, he said they accused him of not paying taxes, and he's like, you guys set all of these fucking, you guys set it up for me. Like, all these lifelong politicians were the ones who put these fucking tax breaks in place. And so, yeah, Trump was taking advantage of them. You put them in place. And you got good central bankers, you got good bankers, and that know how to hide money, like our current prime minister. And they know how to get around things. A trust. You put your money in a trust. Now, I believe this guy's family, oh yeah, the trust too, then you don't know, where's the names, right? The names of people is tough to find. That's the tricks. I'm trying to find the names, and I think, and I'll try and show, maybe, like, we'll see. If it gets pulled, then I know that I'm on to something, and I'll upload it to every fucking platform there is. But this DTC right here processes tens of trillions of dollars. So Seed and Company here, this is what's hilarious. I'll go back after this so I can see when they updated this Wikipedia. But I got more than just fucking Wikipedia I've been putting together. In the last official DTC report disclosing ownership percentages, Seed owned 83% of all issued stocks in the United States in 1998. See, I didn't know that before. I didn't know that the 17% of all issued stocks was owned by directly registered holders. Okay? So, trillions of dollars. Seed owns trillions of dollars. Like, it's hard to wrap your mind around. That maybe they own, I don't know, up maybe $100 trillion, because you don't get certificates anymore. It's crazy. I don't know. March 25th. I got an update. Seed and Company. Stock. Technically owns substantially all of the publicly issued stock in the United States, but investors do not hold direct property rights in stock. Instead, they have contractual rights. Stock certificates are becoming obsolete, and most stocks are registered in the name of Seed and Company, with the true owners being the beneficial owners. That's what I'm seeing. And this guy, this family, I believe is right involved. Leroy Springs, South Carolina. The Carolinas, I'm telling you. Carolinas. Oh, fuck, I got tabs galore now. Some people hate lots of tabs, and I got tons. So I'm going to be trying to dive deep because it's hard to find that last name. And it's from the French. And I remember when I found out that France still had a hold on 14 African countries. Even though, like, you know, we're not supposed to do the colonizing thing, except for Israel. They do the colonizing thing still, but we're not supposed to do that in the world anymore. I thought people got their sovereign nations and shit. No. More I learned, no. These kings and queens and princes and princesses, crown land, fuck, it's a dirty game going on. We don't have independence. The fucking king is here, fucking in Canada right now. Fuck that guy, fuck the monarchy. Fuck the fucking fake British royal family that comes from all across Europe. It's fucking... a wolf in fucking sheep's clothing. The king of fucking England, his brother fucks underage girls. And that's how we'll sign off. His brother fucks underage girls. And that's Bill Clinton in Monica Lewinsky's dress. That painting was in Jeffrey Epstein's fucking New York house for everyone to see.